What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Ernest and I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Today is Sunday, and as always I want to give you the market analysis weekly forex forecast. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. I know I haven't been active for the past days, but that's the story for another day. Today, just enjoy this video.
Okay, a guy but I will never do it. Right now they are watching me doing it. This thing in marble hall is like a movie. I knew it and I did it.
Thank you so much for choosing this video, and once again, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Without wasting much time, let us get straight into the analysis. Okay guys, so we are going to look at NASDAQ as our first pair. Already I've done my analysis, but as you know, I'll also remove them and show you exactly how I got them. So let's do that. Now, one thing I like to do is to look back previously as to how the market has been operating. So we can see that the market have been going up, and suddenly we had that breakout, and then now the market has continued going down. I remember where I was trapped at the market around these areas. You can scroll back on my videos, you can see exactly how I anticipated a move to the upside from here, but it's unfortunate that it didn't happen. Anyway, so let us look at what we can expect from this one right here. Let's switch to a daily time frame. So on a daily time frame, we're going to start here to have that, and we're also going to have something like this. So it's very important to know your playground before you can take your trade. So as you can see, for us, this would be our playground for the next maybe a couple of weeks. So let us mark our areas. I have this area right here, which seems to be a good one, because we can see right here what happened here. The market bounced there and then it came back again, gave us a retest at the very same area. So this could mean that this area is very important. Other than that, we have this one right here to the lowest, and if the market breaks, we can target at this one again. But let us not have a lot on our chart, and let's switch to a 4-hour time frame. So what I like to do, as I said, is to check previously how the market has been operating and what else can I do from there. So you could see that the market has been on a downtrend, and then suddenly we broke out of this channel. So this is what has been happening previously. Now we need to look as to what we can expect now. So as I said before, this area right here is very important. So I don't know what is going on here, but my anticipation is that we can have what we call a double bottom, something like here, and then the market might still come back down before it goes up again. That's the first thing that's in my mind right now as I'm looking at these charts right here. Other than that, we like to see other possibilities. So I'm going to mark this block here. So the market might still come back to this area and then drop, then get back to this area right here, and then now we can see, confirm the moves to the upside. So how are we concluding this? We are concluding that currently we will wait to see if the market breaks this area, and if it does, then we are expecting a correction at these areas, maybe then a continuation to the upside. But also you need to be careful that you still need to target this area right there, because this could be a double top from a bigger time frame. We can have this first touch right here, the market might still come back here, and then give us a second touch right here. So we shouldn't be aiming to go long, very long. We just need to target these areas, and once the market breaks, that's when we can expect a correction, then a continuation again, maybe to that area right there. But if this scenario is not happening, then we are looking for a double bottom, of which it might happen this way, and then again the market might push to the downside like that, giving us first touch here, second touch here, which confirm our double bottom, and then a continuation up to the upside, and then maybe a correction again somewhere here, then again we go up. This could give us something like also inverse head and shoulder. So as we wait for the market to open, I'm also actually looking forward to see what the market will do when we get to that area. But then my anticipation is that we might get something like this, and then we continue going up. Otherwise, if that's not the case, as I said before, we might have something like this. The market might still play around these areas and then continue going up, give us a double top, then maybe continue to the downside, or else if it breaks, it might break to come at these areas, give us another correction before we go up like that. So this is the structure that I have in mind right now. Let me just take a screenshot and send it to my Telegram group. If you're not on the Telegram group, be sure you join the Telegram group. I'm back, so I will be posting a lot of this analysis into the Telegram group. The next pair that we are going to look at is EURGBP. So as I zoom out, remember you need to also mark your points. You can see that the market has been failing to break this area for the previous weeks, so we might expect more moves to the upside, or maybe this could be some sort of a correction right here, and then further more moves to the downside. But for me, this is a steep channel, so I wouldn't engage in that. Instead, when I see a steep channel towards the sensitive area, what I'm expecting is more moves to the upside. Second thing that we can have, you can see that here we have this, and then now this confirms our playground. Our playground is between this area right here. So let us switch to a daily time frame. Now that we know exactly what we want, we can now start identifying our trend. So I can have this, and I can also have something like this. Switching to a 4-hour time frame. Let's make sure that all the points are connected like how we want to. So I can simply drag this one right here, because what I'm seeing is something like this from there, something like this. It's not visible right now, but then it will be when you switch to a smaller time frame. We have something like this right here, and we can say we have this and this, which gives us an expanding channel right there, so we can expect more moves to the downside to complete this one right here. Cool. Now this is the first scenario. We can have something like this. Otherwise, if the market is not respecting this setup, what I'm seeing also is that the market might still come back here. You can see at this area, the market might still go there to give us a double top. So we can have something like this. And once the market reaches at these areas, we can expect moves to the downside. So this is the structure that I have in mind. Also, this one, I'm going to send it on the Telegram group, so the link is in the description. Again, I have US30. So let us remove all this and start afresh. As I said before, I would like to know exactly what has been happening on the market previously. So we're going to start here, then we're going to draw our trend. Okay, so this is the type of a trend that we are having right now. And now let's mark our important zone, and I can see that this is very much important to us because we have this bounce here. Before that also we had this bounce, and then we have this one right here. Now currently the market is on that area, which I'm assuming that it might trap the market and then go back down to give us a double bottom before we can continue going up. The first thing to look at. And you can also see that the very scenario that we had on NASDAQ, we still have here on US30, which means that the market might still come at this area to give us another touch before we go down again. Apart from this, one thing again that I'm spotting is an inverse head and shoulder. So as I said, we might have this move to the upside up until the market is giving us a second touch right there, which will confirm our double top before the market continue to drop. If the market is not dropping, then we are expecting to see more moves to the upside up until we reaches this area right here. So for now, what I'm looking at, it's at least further more moves to the downside somewhere here, or even back to here, before we can now continue going up like that. Let's switch to an hour time frame. So on an hour time frame, we have this. So I can also have my channel like this. So it seems like we just broke out, but we waiting to see if that is a false breakout or what, because we are on that sensitive area right there. If this is indeed a false breakout, we already know what we are looking for. We are looking for the market to correct and then continue going up. So my anticipation is that if this is indeed a breakout, then let's extend this, then the market might still come back here to play around these areas and then continue going up. So the market might give us something like this, then we continue going up like that. So this is the scenario that we have right now, but I'm also going to wait to see if this indeed it is a breakout or just a false breakout. If it is a false breakout, we might come back to this area, maybe continue going up. But if that's not the case, then what we are looking for is a little bit of correction around these areas, and then a continuation to the downside, at least up until this area, before we can now continue going up. For now, I'm just going to wait and see what is happening. But for me, I think like selling opportunities will be more rewarding than the buying opportunities. So I'm going to wait to see exactly if that is happening. So if this is indeed a false breakout, this is what I'm going to have, and then something like this, before we can further analyze to see if the market is going up or still shooting down. So let us move. We are on Euro AUD now. So we're just going to look exactly what is happening. From a weekly time frame, I can see that we have this. Good. So as I said before, I tend to go back to see exactly the behavior of the market. So if you can see right here, we can see that the market has a beautiful breakout there. So currently the market is right here. So what I can do from here is to draw this and something like this. You can see right here that we have this structure right here, something like this, very clear, very clean. And we can see that, okay, I can even move this one right here, because you can see here we have a push, and then currently the market seems like it's correcting, and then we might expect another push to the downside. So what I'm waiting for is to see exactly what is happening. Let us switch to an hour time frame. So here we are on an hour time frame, sure that we capture all the touches. Beautiful. So we're just waiting to see if the market is breaking out here, and if it does, then this would be my entry, and then hold up until that area. So this is the structure that I will be looking for. If that's not the case, then I can see that the market has failed at this area. So I'm going to see if that area is not going to trap the market once again, and if it does, that would give me a double top, which confirm my reversal, and I would go again to the downside. So if that's the case, then my entry will be here, stop loss just there, and then push to the downside just like that. All right, here we are on EURGBP, of which this would be the last pair for the day. If you are still watching up until this far, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let's get this channel to 30,000 subscribers. All right, back to it. We can see that we have a strong move to the upside there. That's cool. And then suddenly we get a double top. Can confirm the double top here. So let's switch to a 4-hour. By default, you can already know that, okay, we might be focusing on the moves to the downside since we have a double top, which is kind of like confirmed because of these candlesticks right here. So let us look at what we can get right here. We can see that, okay, we had this move to the downside, another move to the upside, so we can expect more moves to the downside. If I were to do this, you can see we have that breakout right there. So let's switch to an hour time frame. Cool. So we can see that this could be something like this, yet this is not confirmed. Remember, the market is still there. Only this candlestick that will tell, the next candlestick actually will tell if we need to sell already or we just need to wait. But for me, I feel like selling at this area, although it's a risky entry, but I feel like it's more rewarding than selling when it breaks here, because the target will be around these areas right here. So I feel like selling here would be more rewarding than waiting for the market to get to this area. I mean, if the market gets to this area, then we just need to wait and see if it does break. If it does break this, and then if we get a clear structure, might just then continue to the downside like that. For now, let's wait and see if the next candlestick is enough confirmation, and if it does, this would be a risky entry. I would go in here. There would be my stop loss, and my profit would be around these areas right there. Otherwise, this we can even go further to like 15 minutes time frame, and then to confirm our entry, we would need something like this. So we just need to see and wait actually to see what is happening after this. Maybe once the market opens, we might have a clear candlestick that will tell us if the market is continuing to the downside or not.
You have made it up until this very end, which means that you like the content that I'm putting out there. Be sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and also let me know down there in the comment section what you feel about this video. It's your boy Ernest Mampana, and I will see you on the next video.